Welcome to the main event. I'll be your host, main event Frow. Why it got me so small right here? What the hell? Man, it's too big. What the hell going on? I got to change some of my shit. I definitely got to change some of this stuff up. That took me off the screen. Man, what the fuck? Welcome to the main event. I'll be your host, main event Fro. This is the most unhinged wrestling podcast on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's up, Lionel? Appreciate it. What up? What it do? You should be able to hear me now. Okay. I see you. Yeah, I was playing my intro. Right, that's just the that's just a thumbnail, man. We just and you know how I do, man. I gotta make the thumbnail interesting, try to make the title interesting, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna talk about that at the end. That's gonna be the main event of the show. Why is this shit? I ain't been on StreamYard so long. Everything is new to me now. That done changed a whole lot of shit around. Maximize what this is. That done changed a whole lot of shit around. So what's this tab over here? Hmm. Okay, see now I'm back big. First I was looking small. It says show on stage, demo scene. Seeing my scenes. Okay. All right, that's a lot of bullshit, man. A lot of shit over there. Uh let's get into it then. I can't get into it without hitting this intro. I gotta get my intro in. Give me a second because I can't play it on the screen. So I had to share screen. Where is it? There you go.
Dom, I think I know what you were trying to do. Welcome to the main event. Unhinged Wrestling Podcast on YouTube.
The most unhinged wrestling podcast on YouTube, man. Let's dive into that thing, man. Because WWE been fucking up, man. Hey, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. We got some skits coming soon. So yeah. And also the skits gonna tell a story from this channel to my Dr. Frizzle channel. And when it all adds up in the end, it's gonna be one big ass fucking story. But anyway, the QR code for the Discord is in the corner. Join me on Discord. We ain't got nothing going right now, but we sooner or later, once we get it built up, we gonna figure something out. First thing I want to talk about is the state of the champions and the titles. So let me do this. Because I like to keep up with my shit. Sorry about that, y'all. I ain't got nothing in order. I swear I don't. So all right, the state of the champions and titles. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Tori Blunt? Tori Blunt, what's up? Ain't seen you in a minute. It been a while. Appreciate you coming through. It been a minute, huh? Yeah. So we want to talk about the state of the titles and the champions. And right now, TKO is running shit. TKO is like what they own UFC, right? They own something like UFC or something like that. since they own UFC, and we know UFC fighters, they champions, don't defend the titles until it's time to fight. They don't just go out there and fight. You know what I'm saying? They don't just go out there and fight. They defend the titles when it's time to fight. Same thing TKO doing with WWE. They think because you got a title, you don't got to defend it. You don't got to wrestle until it's time to fucking wrestle. That's how they doing it. If y'all haven't just paid attention, the champions don't even do shit until it's time to fucking defend the title, just like a UFC fighter, right? So with that being said, they definitely need to change that up. They need to switch that back over to where the champions do be involved in situations. Champions do have fucking storylines without the title on the line until they get defeated and have to put the title on the line. You know what I'm saying? We need that back. We need that back. You're right. They don't give a fuck about damn titles. But that's how they treating the titles, though. That's how they treating it. Say, oh, Soul Ruka. You see the post by Soul Ruka? Yeah, so Ruka, she got some cakes though. She got some cakes. But the titles are not being defended because they are champions. And the only way they be defended if somebody is up for the title. Putting UFC mixing in with WWE, which you can't do that. Those are two different sports. Those are two different entertainers. You know what I'm saying? So the only person that's defending the title is Tiffany Time. Yeah, I mean, but she keep defending the title to the same two people. She done fought Nia Jax 5 times. 5 times. Jade Cargill 3 or 4 times. Come on, we can't keep doing the same thing. And then triple threat. Then you get the 1-on-1 again. It's Nia, Jade, triple threat. Nia, Jade, triple threat. We can't keep doing that. We can't keep doing that. What time now Scrub Your Show's coming on for you? If you're talking about Crown Jewel, I think 8 o'clock in the morning for me. I think 8 o'clock in the morning. I won't be asleep. I'm gonna be knocked the fuck out. If I do wake up, I'm gonna watch it. But I'm gonna be tired as hell when I get off work. So we just gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. So that's the state of the titles. Let's talk about the motherfucking champions. Let's talk about the champions. Yeah, 8 in the morning. 8 in the morning. Let's talk about these champions real quick. Let me get it pulled up real quick. Superstars. Take that down. Share screen. Share. They up. Yep. We got them up. All right. Let's talk about Cody Rhodes since he's up first. We're going to go down the line. Cody Rhodes. They fucked it up. Triple H fucked it up. Cody had this shit right. Cody had it right. Triple H fucked it up. Cody and Drew McIntyre had this right. Cody and Drew McIntyre pitched the story of Drew McIntyre winning the title off of Cody. Have the story with Randy inserted into the story. And then Randy turned heels later on. I guess like after Cody wins it back, Randy was supposed to turn heel. But Drew McIntyre catches the title, then Cody gets it back down the line. No, Triple H didn't want that story. So Triple H fucked it up. Because that would have been a perfect story for Cody Rhodes. Perfect. But they didn't want to do it. Seth Rollins title run is it ain't the same Seth Rollins title run when he holding the ribs, he got the injured leg, you know what I'm saying, and he just barely surviving the match to keep his title. That's the Seth Rollins we know. You know what I'm saying? This Seth Rollins is got goons. He got the goons following him. The goons ain't worth a damn right now. But it's starting to get interesting if they can stay on the borderline. Seth Rollins is not listening to Paul Heyman. He's not listening. Brock listen. Roman listen. You know, we talking about the recent people. Seth Rollins is not listening to Paul Heyman. Seth Rollins' ego is tearing up his own vision, blurring his own vision. So now Seth Rollins is becoming his own enemy, his own worst enemy. When he think he got enemies, no, it's himself. It's that's gonna make the whole thing fall apart. The whole fucking thing. So he has his wife leading it. You think Becky leading? I don't even know why Becky is in the story when it should have just went on ahead with Austin Theory. But I digress, and I'm gonna way back off that for a minute because y'all know how I get. But Seth Rollins is becoming his own worst enemy. He's self-sabotaging. He's not listening to Paul. Paul Heyman just let his ass get his ass whooped this past Friday. He held the bronze back because Seth Rollins want to do it on his own. Now, don't get me wrong. I do got Seth Rollins for the win at Crown Jewel. But after that, where do we go from here? Oh, yeah, Survivor Series. We can't even worry about the titles right now because we got Crown fucking Jewel. Then we got Survivor Series. So the title's not even going to be on the line unless they defend it on a Go Home show, which would be nice. Let's talk about Stephanie Baker. Stephanie Bakwe. Let's talk about Stephanie. The fearless Aries. Let's talk about it. That's my sister Aries right here. And she just got started. She just getting started. She also is my pick to win at Crown Jewel. The talking has definitely got better, but still kind of spaced out, right? It's still like she's trying to put the words together as she talk. But other than that, let's hope she have a good run after Survivor Series, I guess, because right now, like I said, it's Crown Jewel, Survivor Series. So that means no title defense, really. But she can defend it like at least one time in between time. But other than that, I think she'll be pretty good. Stephanie shouldn't be losing this match. Stephanie. Tiffany shouldn't be losing. Man, I think Tiffany time is about up, man. I think this is gonna be the beginning of her downfall. I do think this is the beginning of her downfall. Stephanie right now, I think they're finna put the rocket on her. Now, I just don't see Tiffany winning. I just don't see her winning unless something shows otherwise. Then I can vouch for that. As if I think she shouldn't lose, I think she should lose for punishment. For punishment, for that triple threat match punishment. Now, let's not lie. We do need to bring back punishments. Fucking everybody been fucking free-headed, free-minded. They too free-minded. It ain't nothing on the line here. Vince McMahon would have script her ass of the title. The next show, Vince would have script her ass of the title. So would have. Yep. Say just like Tiffany, I don't see Stephanie elevate. She just got started, so I can't really speak on elevating the title. So she just getting started. We're gonna see about that. But we need to bring back the motherfucking punishments. This is why everybody botching. All the botches. Everybody botching. It ain't nothing on the line. Vince would have tore his fucking quads again. All these fucking botches, Vince would have tore his quads again. Walking down to the ring. Let's not forget, Vince McMahon will end a match if it sucks. You know what I'm saying? If the people start screaming, you can't wrestle too damn much, or this is boring, Vince will go down there and end the fucking match. We need to bring back punishments so people can get on their game. They need to get on their game. They need to be at their highest game right now. Say the last title that has been elevated with the women's Intercontinental title. Yes, we're gonna get to her in a minute. Tiffany Stratton. Oh, we just talked about her. Dominique Mysterio, the IC title. My boy, I've been waiting for him to get this fucking title. Like, I've been waiting and waiting. And Dirty Dom is not elevating the title like to their screen. Now, his last match, I like that. With Rusev, I like that match because he was able to go out there and cheat and walk out with his title on his own. That was good shit. Let's stop the Judgment Day from helping Dominique. Let's stop El Grandes from helping Dominique. He needs to start figuring this shit out on his own and become a fucking better wrestler. I like the Dirty Dom because of the heat he had and the change he made. And I liked it that. And when I started liking Dirty Dom more when he got off his mama titty. When he stopped sucking his mama titty, when he stopped sucking mommy titties, and he got with Liv Morgan, yeah, that's when Dirty Dom was at his best. Since Liv left, Dirty Dom was going around clueless at first, and now he's kind of finding his own niche. So we'll see where he goes from here. We'll see where he goes. But oh, he's limited by Triple H. Okay, so damn. So Triple H is limiting Dominic Mysterio because he'll heel. That's why. What's up, Tyler? What to do, man? Appreciate you coming through. It been a minute, man. It been a minute. Yes, Lionel. Yes, I definitely agree. If Dirty Don starts winning on his own, the title will be elevated. It will be elevated. So yeah, I thought I had the comments on the screen. Oh, I gotta pay for my subscription. But anyway, Sami Zayn, Red Dog, Sami Zayn. All this fucking hair every goddamn well. He got hair in his head, all this hair in his head, all this hair in his face, hair in his chest, hair in his stomach, hair in his back. You know what I'm saying? That's the far as I'm gonna go. He's just a hairy ass dude, man. This motherfucker look like a fucking a patch of grass that haven't been cut. You know what I'm saying? Patch of grass that haven't been cut. Just a big ass fucking hair. But nonetheless, Sami Zayn's been doing a good job. His story, Sami Zayn's story, has been given to Jey Uso. Remember when everybody kept saying Sami Zayn going heel? He going heel. He gonna face Jey Uso for the title. Remember that shit? Yes, they pivot. Instead of Sami Zayn going heel or getting more aggressive, going after the world title, let's send him to SmackDown and give him a title. John Cena is leaving. Who's the best person to represent that U.S. title after John Cena leave? Sami Zayn. A good choice. That's a good choice. Like I said, I like Sami Zayn. Good in the ring. So far, so good with the U.S. title. Just that he's a fucking hairy ass dude. Too much fucking hair. Oh yeah, appreciate it, Tyler. Yeah, man. I miss my peeps too, man. I miss all y'all, bro. Miss all y'all. Appreciate it. So that title won't be elevated. Oh man, Tyler, congratulations on your new girlfriend, bro. Congratulations, yes, sir. Love and happiness. Love and happiness. Yeah, that way. I don't know the song, so yeah. Um, but Sami Zayn been doing a good job. I like what they're doing, and we're gonna speak a little bit more about him down the line when it comes to Carmelo. Becky Lynch was doing a good job. She was doing a good job, right? Until she got involved with the CM Punk bullshit, with her husband bullshit. Now the title has been postponed. It's been put on hold. She's not even defending the title, and no one has went after the title ever since Nikki Bella, right? Allowed Valkyria to Nikki Bella. And what we doing? We just waiting on AJ to come back before she start presenting the title again? We waiting on AJ? Really? AJ Lee? That's who we waiting on? Huh? Get the fuck out of here. What we doing? Maxine Dupree need to step up to Becky Lynch. She need to attack a Becky Lynch from behind, backstage, drop her motherfucking ass. Come on. We can't keep Maxine as a fucking pretty face. She more than a pretty face. She can be used to screen moments. We can have her attack Becky Lynch backstage. We somebody getting interviewed. We hear the pipes fall. Somebody get medical. And then we see Maxine standing over Becky Lynch. Boy, we got a pop. Y'all think they ain't gonna pop for Maxine? Dropping Becky Lynch with pipes? Come on, man. What we doing? I don't give a fuck if Maxine lose the match. I don't care. As long as she don't do the worm, I'm good. I'm good. As long as Maxine don't do the worm, I'm good. Yeah, AJ a fucking problem. She, bruh, holding other people back. Didn't I just make that? If y'all haven't checked the AJ Lee problem out, go find that video. Watch that video. I'm telling you. I break it all down, man. I break it out. AJ Lee is a fucking problem. Gosh. Julia is so fucking lame holding this title. They had to put her in Tiffany Stratton picture. She barely defended the title, and she already inserted in Tiffany Stratton picture. I wouldn't even be surprised if Julia take the title off of Tiffany Stratton, bro. Just because all the promises they made Julia, now they got to stick to their word. It might be in her contract, bro. Like, it might be in Julia's contract to get these fucking titles. So now they can't hold back on her because it's in her contract. And that's a problem. This a problem, bro. You forgot she existed? Damn. Goddamn. The wide six needs some work. They good work. We're gonna get the wide six in a minute. But yeah, man, Julia is bruh, nice. She was nice in NXT. I think they brought her up too fast. They wanted to bring both of them up at the same fucking time, and now look at the failure. Somebody got to lose for somebody to win, and Julia losing right now. Now I like to pair up with her and Kiana James. I didn't like it at first, but it's kind of like it's growing on me. You know what I'm saying? It's growing on me. Even though Julia do not need Kiana James, but it's a nice pairing to get Kiana James something to do. And also, I'm waiting on Kiana to take that title off of Julia, because I think that's the story. I think they're using Kiana James to make Julia a babyface. Right? I think that's the key. So after Kiana James turn on Julia, take her title, Julia become babyface, and she goes after the world title. If not, she goes after the world title now. Oh man, that shit is poorly done. It's pathetic. Speaking of pathetic, let's talk about Finn Balor and JD McDonough. Oh man, these guys get the title and get mad when they got to defend the titles. What the fuck? This is Finn Balor we talking about. This is JD McDonough we talking about. JD McDonough from NXT. Man, he didn't give a fuck. He was dropping motherfuckers on their neck left and right. Left and right. Even though he didn't win the big one, he was getting to the big one. He was making this, he would make it to the big one, then he falls short. Make his way back to the big one, falls short. But he stayed in a title picture. He stayed in the Fatal 4-Ways. He stayed in the Triple Threats. He stayed in the number one contender matches. Come on, what we doing with JD McDonough, man? God damn it. This is pathetic. This is sad. Say these tag team champions are like trash. Because they are trash right now. All across the board. All across. Tag team championships, trash. Trash. Boy, I tell you. I ain't got no words for it. But they need to start defending the titles. The Wyatt Six. Trying to, they got the titles, but you still trying to be spooky wooky, break up tag teams and shit. What we doing? That's Uncle Howdy job. The tag teams shouldn't be nowhere near that type of situation. That's Uncle Howdy job. Why we got the tag team champions inserted in this shit? Because it's involving tag teams. Now just let Uncle Howdy and what's the guy name? Eric Rowan do their job. And y'all focus on defending the fucking titles. Y'all don't even need to be near them situations. You know what I'm saying? Don't even need to be talking about them situations. Y'all need to talk about defending the titles and who your next opponent is. You ready? And the Wyatt Six fell so short. They need to get off the Bray Wyatt gimmick and get to the Uncle Howdy gimmick. Uncle Howdy is not Bray Wyatt. Why is he trying to talk like Bray Wyatt? You're not Bray Wyatt. You're not. You need to stick to Uncle Howdy doing the hand flipping shit. We need to see more of the hand flipping shit. I like that shit. Walking sideways, flipping that damn hand. What are we doing? Do that bullshit. Jumping out the big ass crates on top of people and shit just started exploding. What happened to that, Uncle Howdy? We need him back. We need him back. Somebody go find the real Uncle Howdy because this Uncle Howdy trying to act like Bray fucking Wyatt. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick. I'm Wyatt sick of it. Shit. What's up, Wiley? What to do with you, bro? What to do? Say all them titles are trash. Title era is over. That's what I was just speaking on earlier, Wiley, that they treating the titles like the UFC titles. They only defend it when they got an opponent. But y'all were breaking that down earlier. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss need to take their monkey asses down to NXT and start defending them titles with the NXT women. Do what they need to do. Fuck the feud with Jada Parker and Lash Legend. Fuck that feud. Put Lash Legend and Jada Parker together and have them defeat Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. And then when they lose the title, they can continue their feud for number one contendership of the women's NXT title. And speaking of that, Jada Parker should have won the speed title, but that's on a whole nother story. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss need to go down there and start mixing it up with the NXT women and with them titles. Stop. You're gonna mess my light up. And yeah, that's what they need to do. Go down there and start messing it up because this some bullshit. And you say, oh, Dirty Don has a little, yeah, Dirty Don got potential, man. It's just he needs to start doing shit on his own right now. So yeah, he need to start doing shit on his own. Becky need to get back in the title scene. You say, yeah, man, Becky need to get, instead of waiting on AJ because AJ took that bump, AJ got beat down by the announce table. when it buckled on her. So that took AJ out the game, and she got to heal up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And practice some moves, I guess. But yeah, but since the announce table took out AJ Lee, we haven't even seen her, and that postponed Becky Lynch feud with her. But she need to be feuding with somebody, and Becky Lynch need to start hitting on men. Stop beating up the goddamn man. Because you the man, Becky Lynch, don't mean you beat up men. But I'm ready to see the moment somebody drop Becky Lynch ass. That's gonna be the biggest moment ever. So they have completely killed the women tag titles for sure. Over with. I'm telling you. He said there's no building these titles back up. So they all trash. It's hopeless. It's hopeless right now. Let's go to NXT. My boy, Ricky Saints, defeated Over Femi. Even though I don't agree with him defeating Over Femi, but nonetheless, he defeated. I thought it'll be Javon Evans or Trick Williams when he finally got that one-on-one with Over Femi. I'm talking about a strictly one-on-one. Nobody running to the ring that caused the match to stop. None of that shit. My boy need to get that one-on-one, but I guess they're saving it for the main roster. They're going to save Trick Williams and Over Femi story for the main roster because it looked like Over Femi may be moving up soon. But Ricky Saints just got started. I got no words there, but we will see Ricky Saints versus Ethan Page. We're going to see that match. Them guys got history. We will see that match sooner or later. Let's go to... let me go to the comments real quick. AJ Lee is the fucking problem. Oh, man, I agree, though. The AJ Lee problem. JC Jane can get it. I wouldn't pull out. Shit, me and you both. Say, fuck Rocket Jr. That shit some bullshit. Hey, look. Rocket Jr., goddamn. Know what they should have named him, huh? Ricky Rocket Jr. Ricky the Rock. Let's move to my baby, JC James. Even though nobody like her, so a lot of people don't like her, but that's what you're supposed to not do. That means she's doing her job, right? That means she's doing her job because nobody like her. That's a perfect heel. You know how we get a heel and they be a heel, then everybody start liking the heel, and now it's kind of like forced to turn the heel to a face? Not JC Jane. Not JC Jane. JC Jane doing a perfect job. Nobody likes her. Nobody like her being champion. The perfect fucking job. I hate to say it. The perfect fucking job. But that's what we seeing right now. JC James, I did think she needed a little more work before she got that title. But she got it, and she started elevating herself with the title. Excellent. Good shit. That's good shit. And she's doing a fucking good job. And Lionel says she's doing great. Wiley said, fuck her. With her sorry ass. Hey, look, bruh. One thing you can't deny is she doing her fucking job, bro. That's undeniable. I don't care. They can talk about her moves. They can talk about her looks and all that, but you can't talk about the job she's doing. She's doing a perfect job to be a heel. And she's got better. She's got better with the title. How many can say that? Not Live Bacteria. You can say that about her. But she's supposed to be the Intercontinental title, the inaugural Intercontinental title, women's champion. And now they don't know what to do with her. Anyway, let's go to my boy Ethan Page, man. Ethan Page, it's another one. Good job, Ethan Page. Good job. You know, took the fucking North American Championship, called that motherfucker the Canadian American Championship. Oh yeah, extra heat. Extra heat. Nobody like your ass. Yeah, good heat. Good. Give it up for Ethan Page, man. Give it up for Ethan Page. Nobody like your monkey ass. I don't like Ethan Page. That's the difference from him and Jason James. I can say, okay, I liked it, Jason, all through her career, NXT career. And Ethan Page, I don't really like Ethan Page like that. You know what I'm saying? I can work with Ricky Saints before I work with Ethan Page. I said, now her ass can get it. Say, not Lyra, not Tiffany. Okay. Thank you, Lena. Even Tiffany's not doing a better job than motherfucking Jason James right now. Not even Tiffany Scranton. Come on. Come on. Tell him, Lena. Hold on. Let me get my baby something to candy real quick. I'm telling you. Say any basic person can be a heel. Look at bruh. Any basic person can't be a heel. I'm gonna say this. Being a heel can be easier than being a face, but being a heel still takes work. You know what I'm saying? It still takes work. Look how long it took Roxanne when she turned heel. Look how long it took her to actually turn heel. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't even get the basics down. You said basic person. She couldn't even get the basics down correctly of being a heel. Oh no, Dominique is born to be that. He born to be charismatic. He got charisma. So I don't think Dirty Dom is just basic. He got charisma. He can talk on the mic, and he got nice in the ring skills. Even though I need to see a little bit more. and let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Ludwig Kaiser couldn't even be the fucking right heel. Ludwig Kaiser couldn't even be a fucking heel. He couldn't get the job done. He couldn't get the job done. Stats that NXT Heritage Cup holder right now can't get the job done. Now let's go down this motherfucker. Rizzo couldn't get the job done. Alba Fire barely succeeded as a heel. Barely. Only way she became more of a heel because they cursed the tag team titles. Barely. Let's talk about it. Andre Chase, he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. Had to revert back to a face. Angel, barely. Apollo Crews, barely was good. He couldn't even be a good heel. Let's talk about it. Ariana Grace can't pull it. Couldn't pull it. Dawkins got fired for being a heel. Dawkins fired 3 times for being a heel. Austin Theory couldn't cut it. How the basic person can be a heel? Come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Bailey, poor heel. Did not Patty Whack give a dog a ding dong. Can't do it. Alberto, let's go. Hold on, the bitch trying to take me out of my game. Berto can't cut it. Let's talk about it. Bronco Nemo can't cut it. Bresson Reed, good job. Brutus, a fucking joke as a heel. Brooks Jensen failed. Probably on his way out the door. Let's talk about the basic. Let's talk about it. Let's go. Charlie Dempsey couldn't even cut it. This your boy's son. Steve, the brass knuckle, I can't think his name. Can't cut it. But let's talk about it. Let's go. We're going down the line. Damian Priest couldn't cut it. Couldn't even cut it. Barely cut it. Let's go. This the basics. Let's talk about the basics. JC Mateo. Throw the notebook. Can't cut it. Can't cut it. You know what I'm saying? JC McDonald, good job. Shit, this motherfucker keep refreshing on me. Brooks, Josh Bridges. Can't cut it. Let's go. What we talking about? Julius Creed. Can't cut it. Bro, do I need to go? Do I need to keep going? These are basic people. Do I need to keep going? Huh? Do I need to keep going? Basic. Huh? He ready to come cook now. He ready to come cook now. Huh? He ready to come cook. Now we go. Let me get through my champions right quick. Let me get through my champions real. Let me get through my. Hold up. I am through my champions, ain't it? I'm about there. Soul Ruka. Let's talk about Soul Ruka. Nice. Nah, I give her the hand claps. Dark State. Just getting started. Hopefully they don't lose to the hardest. Hopefully they don't lose. Because they need to be the next upcoming people, right? If they lose, how is you elevating talent if they lose against the Hardy Boys? Nuh-uh. El Grande Americano, he blew it doing good in a fucking mask. He had to wear a mask to do this shit. Soul Ruka Speed Champion, she need to get that bitch to somebody else. And we ain't seen stats. So let's do this. Let's do this. Because I just ran through some basic people that can't cut it or be in the heel. Now tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong. Oh yeah, Ariana Gracie, yeah, she is a hottie though. Oh man, now the link is dropped, so my co-host can come up here and tell me something about this. Yeah, tell me something good. I'm waiting. Tell me about the basics. Oh yeah. Woo. Yes, sir. Come on. We talking about the heels here. We talking about the basic heels. Can't cut it. So we got it. I can't hit my boy intro right now because we ain't got my sounds and shit up. But yeah, welcome Wiley to the stage. He's here, people. Let's talk about it.
All right, so what's going on?
What's up with you, bro?
I know you said I hope I use the basic people that, well, keyword basic people that he pointed out, because that's all you're gonna see and say. Okay, cool. I'll try to. All right, go ahead. Let's run it back. Point out all the basic people. I pointed out one obvious basic person, because you want to say that Dominic was easy because of who his character is. No, it's easy because of the long storyline that has already been premeditated. But my thing is, when it all went down, it was so freaking easy for him because why? You already know what happened a long time ago when they did it. So that was one thing. But other than that, even if you took that away, you said, okay, don't worry about that backdrop story. Let's look at it for just what it is right now. Again, it was so easy. You're a son to a guy that's already been a legend. So you portraying him was easy. That's easy. That's basic. At least for him. He
developed.
It's easy for him to get booed. It's easy for him. He can barely say anything. It's easy for him to get booed. It's his development. He hasn't done nothing. Remember this. This is a heel that y'all call one of the greatest ones, but he does nothing significant in the ring at all. So again, but okay, let's let Dominic pass, because Dominic is an excuse. I mean, well, I'll say this, not an excuse. Let me try my bad. Dominic is special for only factor because he's linked to his daddy. So I'm gonna take Dominic out. So run the line of everyone else you got. Run the line.
I started with Rizzo, which is, you know, she ain't been doing too much, but still she couldn't cut it.
What the fuck we talking about? What she ever did in the ring?
Shit, about 3 times. Apple fired though.
Nothing.
Apple fired.
She was okay, but she ain't up there. So yeah.
Let's go, Paulo Cruz.
Apollo Cruz had a moment, but at least when he had his heel turn, at least he was champion. So again, I say average.
What about Dawkins?
He wasn't exceptional. Angelo Dalton, when he was tag team, when they were tag teams and they were heels at that point.
Nah, when he on period through the whole fucking course of him getting fired 3 times as a heel.
I mean, what do you expect? I mean,
he needed elevation through Montez Ford, and still,
I mean, that's obvious. But let's be honest. Hold on. I get what you're saying, but let's be honest. We look at every tag team in the world. If you told me today, where do you put Angelo Dalton and Montez Ford as a tag team? If you told me you put them as somewhat up there, but you know as it is, right? When I say put them as a tag team, I'm saying this. Look at all the tag teams within the world, right? Almost every tag team has that one person that is literally there because of the main person of the tag team. For instance, perfect example. Let's look at what's the New Day. Honestly, let's be real. The only failing tag team person of that whole group is who? Who?
Big G, Grayson Waller.
No. We ain't talking about him. He ain't really no on in there. No. Who's the main 3 I'm talking about? The main 3 of the group.
Shit, I liked it all 3 of them.
It didn't matter if you like all 3 of them. Who's the failure?
I can't tell you who.
See, come on. See, that's that bullshit. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? That's that bullshit. We all know.
All of them top.
No, all of them ain't top. Only 2 of them were only Big E and Kofi Kingston were the only top. Who's the only person that hasn't done nothing else? My point exactly. So again, don't even try. Don't even try. But as far as Dalton, Dalton, he's average. He's not going to ever be a star by himself. He wouldn't be a star.
Not no good heel. Austin Theory.
As a heel?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was made to fail after freaking Vince left. And plus, with the tag team thing, that was still a fail. I mean, we already knew he was mostly supposed to be a good guy, so it's not like they ever sell him into something being that good, anyways, as far as being a heel. So it was pointless.
Talk about Bayley.
Bayley's heel turn was average.
Couldn't cut it. Alberto.
I mean, she was champion, but as far as just overall, and we're talking about like in heel turn, like no, she had the championship when she was heel. I'm pretty sure.
She had the championship, but she still wasn't cutting. It wasn't cutting though.
It wouldn't matter if it was cutting. I mean, it still.
We trying to see what's cutting. No.
If you're used as someone as a target piece, you succeed. It don't really matter because again, what when it all came down to it, when she was a heel and a champion, who overthrown her? A face? Okay, thank you. So technically this, but overall though, if I'm trying to line it up to other people, I would say that run was average. So again,
so she couldn't cut it. Berto and Angel,
it's just average.
Berto and Angel,
we already know how that is. We already know that's not even worth it. They were on the main roster, still can't get a main roster tag team. They went back to NXT, still couldn't get that, and then they had to go to WWE. Come on,
but the basics, Brooks Jensen.
Well, you didn't even know what I mean by basics, but okay.
Okay.
Brooks Jensen's no one special. Like, what we talking about here?
Hold up, break the basics down real quick. So,
no, because what I'm saying is, okay, look, my thing is, you over here talking about she was a great heel. You talking about what's her face? She's a great heel. My thing is, just because you getting booed doesn't mean she's a great heel. So that's what I'm saying. I call her basic. She's average Joe. She's not like put it like this. All right. So her former leader, when she was the head leader of that team, and then compare what she is right now, who's the better person right now in that group? Who's the better person? When her former leader was there, and now her as a champion, who's the better person?
Okay, so Mandy was the better person, but JC JC is now on Mandy's level.
Fuck no. Get the fuck out of here.
Yes, sir.
Hell no.
Yes, sir.
Hell no.
Definitely.
Hell
She
no.
she definitely on Mandy's
Hell
level now.
no. Hell no. She ain't
Oh,
got
yeah.
a title off of thin air. She ain't nobody. I
She
don't give a fuck what
definitely.
you say. I don't give a fuck what you say. She got a title off of thin air. I don't give a fuck. That's bullshit. That's hella bullshit. I wouldn't give that to her no way, no how. Bullshit. You give that to her because that's your favorite character. That ain't nothing to me.
And nah, that's them facts. Them facts.
Those are not facts. Those are not facts.
I tell you.
There's no one in there was no one
fair.
up until the time that they try to move on Stephanie Valkyrie that you can sit here and say anyone thought, oh, it was gonna be Jessie J and that was gonna take the title away from her. There ain't no way in hell you can prove that shit. There was no biological facts within the run that she had up until the time that she even took that title that you thought out of all people that was gonna take the title, it was gonna be her. Especially when there was other people that were in line that were more important than her anyways. So bullshit. I'm calling cap. Fuck out of here.
I didn't expect it, but as her run continued,
but that's my whole point. You saying it right now. You didn't expect it. But
she has gotten.
There was no work.
She got better. She got better.
All right, hold on. Let me see what Lionel said. She said, Wally, I have to disagree because a lot of heels be getting no reaction. If a heel is getting more boos, mad boos and mad hatred, they are doing something right. But that's the thing, though. That's not the case. That's not always the case. Just because you get more boos, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. Bro, I guarantee you today, go look back at freaking when they tried to do it on SmackDown, the freaking run for the United States title. Bro, you can hear the crowd say fuck Sammy. And Sammy's a face. What the fuck that means? No one gives a fuck about Sammy. If you really have to ask the crowd, no one cares. So my point is, at the end of the day, it don't really matter if you get the boos. Just because you get the boos, that's cool. You get the boos. That's fine. But the thing is, that's part of the job that makes you a heel. But the thing is, what the main part that makes you a heel? The action part. And they have not done enough work to make that a real legitimate thing for me. That's what I'm saying. I would not put them up there. If you had told me today, you look at all the women NXT champions, especially mostly the heel ones, in comparison, she don't stack up to them. That's what I'm trying to talk about. I would not put her up there. Now, granted, when you want to talk about skill set, I'm not saying she can't move. I'm not saying that. But in comparison to all the other women that actually had a title, man, come on, stop. No.
Yeah. I definitely got to start putting her up there now because she's definitely getting better. She has gotten better. So yeah. So I definitely got to put her up there. And yeah, so just the basic stand-up being a heel, yeah, you get the heat from the crowd, you get the social media heat, and you get people upset.
That's anything. That's anyone. Anyone can do that, bro. Anyone can do that.
Not anyone.
In the ring. It's the work in the ring.
Not know anyone.
Anybody just by talking shit.
Even my girl Ivan now couldn't even do it, bro. Like,
what are we talking about? Again, who's writing the script?
We talking when they go out and we know the scripts could be bogus and shit.
That's my whole point. Like, again, you think it's just because it's the people that make the star? No. Part of it's the script. Part of it's what you do. They ain't doing shit. So if you ain't doing nothing, you can't move. You can't jive. So again, this is what I'm saying. Like, if I were to sit here and say, okay, let's run it back up. You want to talk about a lot of people in this case and whatnot. If you saying that the booze and everything else, go back to Jensen. Because last time I checked, who did he betray? And he got the pop, right? He didn't get a title, but he got the pop. So basically by that, Jensen already approved. And he's basic. So there you go. So technically you prove your own freaking point by that claim. But he ain't that good though. But see, that's the whole point.
That was just one time, Pop. See, after that, that motherfucker went down here.
But see, that's the point. But that's my point. You haven't did the work. But that's my point.
You didn't get it all the time.
But see, that's my point. You didn't did the work. So my point exactly. Because by your standpoint earlier that you just made. I'm talking about when you coming out there all the time. But that's the whole point. When a person can get
in your skin and make people itch every time they see you on screen. That's the perfect job.
That's the work.
That's the perfect job.
But that's the work. That's the hard part. You can't. You talking about getting under skins, but you have to be able to develop and work to get that. That's the whole point. That's what I'm saying. It's pointless.
And it didn't take her long to do it either.
Of course not. She was a part of a group that already had that. She didn't take her long to the second string. Like, what we talking about?
She was getting the heat when she separated from Gigi.
Again, what was already created, that was already developed already. She already had a backdrop.
Some people, yeah, of course. A lot of people be having stuff to feed off of, but they don't continue with it.
They don't. They don't continue with it because they told them to switch up. That's the difference. They never told her to switch up, so she stayed on that course, and it's still working for her. So again,
some people stay heels and just couldn't cut it. That's what I'm saying. So it ain't just basic. It's way more.
See, this is where it's slightly being disingenuous. That's what I'm saying. It's already been pre-made. It's already been pre-made for her. It's easy. You already a part of a group that already had the history. But my thing is this: I'm speaking on the work. You talking about just the booze and everything else. The work.
Nah, the work too. The work. I mean, Jason got it all.
No, you don't.
She got it all. That's what I'm saying. The work she done put in the work.
What work? You didn't climb to nothing. You didn't climb to no top. That's what I'm saying. When you talking about being a great heel, you look at all the other women that were great heels that had that title. She does not compare. She did not compare to any of them. You can't tell me she compares to Charlotte Flair. Fuck no. You cannot compare that she compares to Roxy. Fuck no. You cannot compare. There's no. And you even trying to boost up that idea of her former partner that leave the crew that you compare that. Hell no. Get out of here. Come on, bro.
Hell yeah, she getting up there. She getting up there.
No, she's not.
Yes, sir.
No, she
definitely.
No,
she definitely getting up there. Oh my baby.
She really ain't getting up there.
Hey,
that's why we only had so far these couple of names so far. So I'm still waiting.
Hey,
like, bro.
She taking names. Where the list at? You just made the list. That's what she doing.
No, she ain't. She's still horrible.
She put names on the list.
She's still horrible.
Yes, sir.
She's still horrible. That's your chick. But at the end of the day, I'm looking at it as like everybody else. She ain't it. In comparison, she ain't it.
So yes, sir. Yes, she definitely going to the top, baby. She definitely going to the top.
She ain't going to the top. She can't even survive on her own.
Yes, sir. Next Lil Morgan in the making. It's in the making, baby. It's in the making. Yes, sir.
Shit, at least Liv Morgan made it on her own a little bit.
Oh shit, she didn't make it on her own. She got boosted.
I said a little bit. I didn't say nothing. I said a little bit. Hold on now. I said a little bit. Remember my words.
I think everybody be needing a little boost. That's what me and Lina always talk about. Who gonna elevate the next talent? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, as far as the boost, but when I'm saying the boost, I'm saying as far as actually getting on their own. Think of it. Okay, so let me put it like this, right? A lot of people, including the big stars, got a boost, guaranteedly so. But even then, they are big enough to do it on their own to the point it is like a walking park. So my whole point is, you can get a boost. I don't care about that. It is what it is. That's just part of the game of the script and everything else that goes along with it. But at the same time, I'm still going to sit here and say, it does, like when you're trying to compare these people, they do not compare. They are not up there on the level. They may be as far as you would say getting good, but they're not up there. So again,
definitely getting better. She might not be up there, but she getting up there.
Oh, I'm not saying she's not good. I'm just saying she's not up there.
But I think her heel work been done to perfection. What's up, Lionel?
You standing too strong on perfection.
What's up, man?
What you got to say, man?
So I wanted to say, when I'm listening to this, and I'm listening to Wally's energy, I got to go back for a little bit. And would a good heel also be establishing the wrestlers around them through their hero work? Like, making people feel more about the baby face, making you more excited to see the baby face win.
Right.
Is that the role of
Now,
the
if you-
heel also?
Okay, yeah. So if you're talking about that, is the role of the heel to make the babyface more seemingly want to be the winner of that story? I mean, yeah, and everything else, yeah. In most cases, that's what you want. Yeah.
So
I
I
mean,
want to say that. So to your point, this is where I'd have to say Wally's right about JC, because it's not exactly like she's making the wrestlers she wrestles a bigger deal than what they are, or you're making them. You want to see them win just because of all the shit she's doing.
But I'll say, well, actually, that actually helps out more so of Frow's point of view, right? Because I'm not gonna be biased here. Like what you just said, that actually helps Fro's idea because, of course, because she's so hated, they want to see her lose so freaking bad that they want someone else to have the title. So technically, yeah, from that part, she's doing her job. I'm not discrediting that because she still has that effect. It is what it is. But to a point that I would sit here say, as far as just the body of work of who she is, because when I always say that she's the worst champion that have ever been as a women's NXT, as far as now it's in the works of heels work, I wouldn't compare her up there at the standard in compared to all the other ones. But as far as, like I said, I'm not saying she ain't good. I'm just saying I wouldn't compare her up there. She's like mid-range. Like, for me, what's gonna really put her over for me, it would be like, all right, you literally have to go on her own. You literally have to really dominate the story. How they angle it has to be so damn good and perfect to the point that you did it to a point like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, you was a double champion. And granted, technically, when you was a double champion, yes, like her former leader was a double champion. But the thing is, her former leader had the main title and the subtitle. You, on the other hand, have both main titles of two different organizations. So I can understand that part from a looking perspective. Technically, she's over her old partner. But then again, I could sit here and say that's just more further dig to WWE being a piece of shit. The same way how they said that Stephanie Valkyria was the first double champion when that's a cat. That she's the second double champion. So, yeah. So again, that right there don't make nothing to me. But even then, to a point of even like where where TNA is right now, it's sort of like a flagship joke. Because even at that point, I don't know where their former TNA champion is. Like, as far, well, I'm not talking about the recent one. I'm talking about the one beforehand, where she's at. Mikoshev. I don't know if she was injured or.
Oh, she got put back because she was beating up her boyfriend.
Okay, well. Well, yeah, it is what it is, man.
She might not be on TV anymore.
Well, yeah, well, pretty much, but that's what I was looking at. Because when they did the whole they did TNA and they said like, oh, they got Connie Jordan as the champion. I'm like, wait a minute. So she's good enough to be champion for TNA, but she was not good enough to take the title away from Stephanie? Get the fuck out of here. That's why I'm like, it even made it worse for me to even look at Jessie Jane and be like, that's the main reason why I still can't take her as a legit champion, because you haven't even worked up to that title. You haven't really did anything. So for me, even looking at that, it's a joke. Especially since you didn't even win the mid-card title. You didn't win shit other than the tag team title. So for me, it's like, oh wow, she just got magically jumped up there for what reasons? Please, like, legitimately prove to me how the hell you just jumped her up there and give her the title and let her walk away with the title scot-free while we boost Stephanie up to the main roster. That's just jokes. It's fucking jokes. So I wouldn't never give her that. Not saying that she can't move in the ring now. Not saying that. But what I am saying is, based upon story, based upon how everything is done, and based upon how you are a heel in a group as you are in and the climb up there, you haven't did shit. So for me, again, looking at Jessie Jane, I wouldn't give her that at all.
So when I said that, do y'all? I don't know if y'all do, but do y'all remember the day one pay-per-view from a few years ago?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was back in the January. It was a couple years ago.
yeah.
Essentially, one of the marquee matches was Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan. This was Liv Morgan's initial rise to where she is now. Because before this, Liv Morgan was still in the shadows of the Riot Squad. She was doing the Lana bullshit. She was just kind of all over the place and then kind of irrelevant.
But even with them, when she even won the title over Ronda Rousey, that wasn't enough to boost her up anyways either. Because that shit was.
I'm not trying to get there yet. What I'm saying is, Becky was a heel at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Becky's heel work with Liv Morgan was so damn good. She had everyone believing Liv Morgan was winning this match. That was everyone's reactions, that Liv Morgan was taking this title because Becky was destroying her on the mic. She was killing her. So, of course, damn, Liv got to win. Only Liv lost. But the work was so well done that so many people wanted to see Liv as a world champion. That was just literally what everybody was saying.
Right.
That's what started it. People would get on that SummerSlam just before that year where Becky came back and beat Bianca. And this is why I call bullshit on a lot of people because they were acting like Bayley and Sasha did so much work. Zelina Vega and Carmella did so much work. Bianca Belair felt like a mid-carder. Despite all that work, despite her main event at WrestleMania, that run to SummerSlam, she felt like a mid-carder. She didn't feel like she was anything special. Becky came back and the heel work she did with Bianca was masterful. And everyone assumed Bianca was buried after Becky got a definitive win over her. But this led them to WrestleMania, where Becky continued her heel work against Bianca. Everyone wanted Bianca to win. And when Bianca did win, Bianca was way bigger from Becky's heel work alone than what she was from Sasha, Bayley, Zelina, and Carmella. Someone knows how to do their job correctly, where a lot of people don't.
Right.
And that mic work absolutely matters. But also, again, how you carry it in the ring. Because we're all looking at in-ring, their performance, but that character work and the story, that absolutely matters. So when I'm looking at the heels, I'm looking at a baseline because I do agree, just because you're getting booed don't mean shit. It's not always going to mean anything. But how that story plays off when you get on that mic and how you make that other person come out afterwards, that's when I'm really looking at you as a heel. Like, damn, we just saw it with Becky and Lyra. No one gave a fuck about Lyra until Becky started dropping shit on her. Now, all of a sudden, her promos are getting better. Now we really care about the Intercontinental title. That heel work, she knows what she's doing. Obviously, again, she's not doing shit with the title right now. I blame Triple H.
But ain't AJD.
But at the same time, so if I'm looking at a JC, hell, if I'm looking at any of these champions, if they're in a heel role, I expect them to be elevating the babyface simultaneously. I need to demand the babyface win, or I want to feel like you just buried this character on the mic or in the ring. But a lot of the heels don't have that capacity right now.
And that's what I'm saying, sort of. It's like, that's what I'm saying, like the level of it, it's just not comparable. Like, if you look at anybody else, like even people that are healed and then just not even with the title, they just do better. And it's just because, well, of course, they develop their mic piece, but you can just believe it because of who they are. Like, granted, you don't need to, like, there's not a lot of things you're going to hear from Jasper, but if you told me that tomorrow, like yesterday, Jasper were to win, you believe Jasper was going to win the title off of Opa Femi, I would believe it. Just because of, just look at him. Because think about this. I'll say this. If you want to talk about like, okay, you want to talk about like what I mentioned, basic. Brock Lesnar, in a lot of ways, is a basic guy. But the thing is, you look at him, you be like, oh yeah, he's a heel just because look at his physique. But his mouthpiece is ass. That's why he has Paul Heyman. But you know what? The one thing that got me over was the funny part when he did the not joke with freaking Bobby Lashley. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
That shit killed me, dog. That shit killed me to the day when he said that shit.
That's the only thing that killed Brock Lesnar aura when he get on the damn mic.
But that
rose
his aura. That actually rose his aura because he literally killed.
Now that Bobby Lashley feud was good. That was good.
He killed that moment. He killed that moment. But anything else, you don't never want him to really talk. You want someone else to talk for him. You just want him to be a beast and go out there and beat the shit out of people. But you still know he's a heel because he's gonna literally beat the daylights out of you. And that's just in physicality, right? But that's the part of the things of the job. Like it's like, all right, so just like what Fro said earlier, everyone needs a fix. That's right. I ain't denying that. Everyone needs a fix. But that's my thing, is like everyone needs a fix, and that fix may help you become bigger than what you are, and it is what it is. I mean, for Brock, it's already a done deal. He don't need a fix.
Yeah.
He can just walk in and do whatever he wants because that's just who he is. Because you ain't never really going to see Brock as a face ultimately, or even then, even if he gives you a handshake, it's just like, okay, he just respects you, and that's it. And it's just that simple. So he don't need to do much anymore because he's already solidified. But when we talk about someone that's the here and now that has to do it, it's just that point where it becomes an issue. Like, I mean, because look, I'm gonna be honest with you. We talking about just heels. Shit, it ain't easy to be a face. I still don't freaking like Joe Hendry. But everyone's singing that damn song every single time. I can't stand that shit. But yeah, but just going back to the main material, it's like, again.
See, now this is my problem with Triple H now. Because I have a consistent problem with Triple H because he's lived through this stuff. I was watching the 2000s. I was telling Jeff I was going through the 2000s, and Triple H. I mean, people hated this nigga. People hated this guy, and he constantly did shit to enforce it. But then, in the middle of the 2000s, after he lost the title, he started feuding a little bit with Jericho. He started feuding with Angle. And Angle was trying to, mess with Stephanie. Who wouldn't? But the fans turned Triple H into a babyface. He was still a heel, doing heel shit. But the fans sympathized with him because someone was trying to take his wife. He would be cheered from July all the way into November.
And that's the funny part, because like what you're saying, right? That's the funny part about it, because the fans end up, quote unquote, switching him over because of knowing what it is, right? Because they know what it is, they treat him like sort of a hero. Because why? Because you put that respectiveness, like, because that's with anybody, right? In everyday way, way. Like, if you messing with my wife, I'm gonna beat the daylights out of you. I'm coming for you because you ain't messing with mine. Because messing with mine is like messing with me. I ain't fucking with it. So yeah, it's the same. It goes the same way. So most people would cheer for that because that's on a respected notion.
And it's hilarious because Stephanie was still getting booed regardless. They was riding on Stephanie hard, but Triple H was getting the cheers. And it wasn't until he revealed he was the one who ran over Stone Cold, or at least orchestrated it, that now he got the nuclear heat.
Right.
So he lived this. For him to not be able to see the formula and replicate this shit is weird to me.
Right, because that's what he's trying to do, but he can't even deliver it. So that's what I'm saying.
It's a big thing out that Triple H don't know how to book heels.
I mean, to be honest, and that's the weird part, because he's been a good heel.
That's what they've been saying.
Forget just being a heel. He knows what it means to be a good rebel. So. Because think about it, DX can be seen both ways. It can be seen as a heel, it can be seen as a face. You know what it means to be a good rebel, but you don't know how to fucking flip it to other people.
Right.
I was there.
Go ahead.
I was there in 2009 when Randy Orton was hearing voices and all the despicable shit he was doing. Just make another him.
But see, that's the thing.
Yes.
You know how they always say it's hard to make you can't make another him because there's only one him. But it's like even then, right? Like I'll even say it like this: like if you told me today, right now, right? Because I know earlier you mentioned, I know Frow mentioned earlier about what Stack's been doing. No one ain't gonna write shit for Stacks because let's be honest, where the fuck is what's a face? Like where Tony D'Angelo, he's been off TV since forever. And Stack ain't doing nothing. You ain't fucking putting what's the face? Luca Castillo.
Crucifino.
Yeah, you ain't putting him with him, and he ain't doing nothing. So my thing is, he just sitting there with that cup or looking for the cup, whatever it is, and then that's it. It's really just dry rub scenario. It's like, dog, it's just stupid. Like I'll even go back and say this, right? When I say basic, because look at this, like Bronco Nama, right? Bronco Nama and his tag team partner, right? It's basic guys. Why did I say basic? Because look what they did. They sort of gave them that Latino thug. It was so easy. It was so easy. That's all they put on them. But they ain't really did nothing that really makes them pop, though. That's what I'm saying. Like they
couldn't cut it.
But that's what I'm saying. Though it's easy to put that stigma on them, and then you don't sell the bravado.
Because it's crazy. It's crazy how they started their gimmick. Jada Parker was inserted into their gimmick, and she just took the fucking gimmick. Like y'all can't cut it. She the motherfucker. She the real deal here. We just gonna keep her with y'all theme and all that shit, and accept the music and put it on Jada Parker.
But see, with Jada, right? But Jada, she fits her stereotype. The bad little chiquita, that with a bad mouth, but she's fine as fuck. Like she fits the whole thing, and she can move with it. But with Live Valkyria, I'm a Latino. Like, bitch, we know this already. Who cares?
Lola White.
Like that's the shit that pisses me off. Like, I'm a Latino. Like, bitch, we know. Who? What?
Yeah,
I hate too, but Chelsea ain't screaming about it.
I ain't gonna lie. I hate the beginning of that move. She just need to hit that shit.
Like that's why I'm like, bro, it's so weird. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, easy with Bronco, his tag partner. That's why I'm like, bro. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. If you told me today, like, they're gonna split freaking Dominic Mysterio away from Judgment Day, I could see you put freaking Bronco and freaking what's the name together with him, and they create the new era of the freaking LWO on a better tip with that thug Latino style. I could see you do that. Because at this point, it's better that way. You fit the profile, but at the same time, you're on some screwy business. Sell it that way. But the way they move it is like, bro, you're not really using to their potential. You're not really using to their stereotype, so you can't sell. Like, think about it. That's my point. How do you sell a person at their stereotype and you still can't sell them? It makes no sense. You failed them.
We got some motherfucker did give a chance. Some people I can say they don't give enough chance to, but then it's some that they do.
But that's my point.
And then it's some that do get a chance, but they just can't fucking cut it.
And that's my problem. Because think about it. Even when you think, okay, going back to what you said about Alberto and Angel with freaking Escobar, you selling the high established Latinos with the nice clothing and the suits and all that. You sell the vibes, but honestly, you ain't selling the work. That's the only problem. You can sell the vibes, but you can't sell the work. That's why I'm like, it makes no sense. And then you top it off, you putting freaking what's the name? You putting Keanu James with freaking Julia, like that even makes sense. Just because she's a manager, that doesn't mean you managely fit the program of who she is. You fit the program of them. Why you didn't put them together? So again, it's a very stupid thing. That's why I'm like, bro, it's so weird. Because even when at that point they sort of sell the idea of freaking Eldrade with Angel at that point, again, you could have flipped the script. You could have told them to flip sides, and they still had that quote unquote rich Latino heritage factor, suits wearing, smooth.
That could have worked.
When I hear that, When I'm looking at someone like Andrade in particular, I remember when he was initially on NXT, coming out with his hat, trying to look like a playboy, no reaction. And I remember the build up to him getting Zelina Vega paired with him, and then him going through an entire metamorphosis. And with Zelina on the mic with him, we watched him have one of the best wrestling matches I've ever seen in history at TakeOver with him versus Johnny Gargano. That
Right.
shit was epic. And Andrade was looked at as a big deal for a second, but again, Zelina's mouthpiece and just that combination was like a perfect pairing. But then
Well,
I've seen
that's my,
Andrade
Mm.
after this, and he's never been able to replicate that.
but that's my, and see, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, again, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's moments, like, pretty much, right? Like, my thing is this: if you just look at it for face value, as far as just like, okay, you put someone up on a board and you say this person, you would say, if someone put Andrade up there, you'd be like, he could be a star. But the problem is, here's the intangibles. You don't got the intangibles that is needed, right? Because like you said, Zelina Vega. And the thing is, they could have brought back Zelina Vega with them. They were both on SmackDown. But notice, they weren't doing nothing. Because notice what I said. Remember, right? I said if they bring both Rey Fenix and then Penta, they're gonna partner it up with freaking Andrade. I called it. Only a part of it happened. The other part didn't happen because the timing and shit. But I called it. But that's the whole thing. They still haven't sold. They still haven't sold the perfect picture of it, and that's why I'm like, dog, it's a waste. This is why I'm saying, like, it becomes a whole waste of time when you see these things happen, or you see these things closely happen, and it's just lukewater as fuck. That's why I'm like, bro, as much as I like Solo, but this is why I keep saying Solo and the rest of them, they got to go back to fucking NXT. They ain't ready. and again, I like Solo, but the thing is, he ain't the character that he was made to be.
I mean, if they did it right, Solo Group versus Dark State could be a good little feud. If they did it right.
But that's my whole point, and that's what I'm saying. Like Solo on the main roster,
you throw Chase U and a couple more fellas with Chase U. Maybe that that can be a big thing.
It could be a big thing, but that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I'm not really liking the vibes. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like everyone knows who Solo is in NXT, but when it comes to Solo main roster, bro, everyone's chewing Solo up and say he's ass. And that's what I'm saying is embarrassment. Like, come on, like, okay, I'm gonna watch this next experiment. I'm gonna put up a new name, Shinsuke Nakamura. Honest opinion about Shinsuke. Anybody?
Shit, they failed him. Shit.
See what I'm saying? But think about it. His drip, his aura, just alone. Like the only thing he needed to fix was talking piece.
Yo, I remember his SmackDown debut. That shit was epic.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. The vibe, the music, everything that he's intricate. Like, bro,
he was main event.
The fucking star power. But the problem is with the talk piece. But notice what they incorporated. They incorporated the scenarios, the little imagery and all that, and they put his, they put the little captions in there. That works. That works. Yeah. But that's the problem. You ain't selling it enough. It ain't like, so that's what I'm like, bro. It's like, it's so tedious when you do this shit. And they do it so freaking late, let alone they do it at the wrong damn time sometimes. And it just like, whatever. It's like, come on.
There's a Triple H problem again.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, come on. They're talking about, oh, we got Ron Killings back. No, we never did.
Man, that was some bullshit. Triple H is...
Look, I'm telling you right now.
Triple H is bullshit, bro.
I'm trying to tell you, and that's what I'm saying. When you heard that Ron Killings, when you say you gonna get Ron Killings back, oh really? I had to wait, and I'm like, we ain't get Ron Killings back because if we get Ron Killings, you know what the catchphrase is.
You know why they killed it? You know why they killed Ron Killings? Because they don't own the name.
Of course they don't, and that's the
problem. They ain't gonna make no money. They ain't making no money off him using that name.
And that's the whole point. And that's the point. But even if they did it, my point is they won't let him sell it either.
He tried to push for Ron Killings tried to push for the Street Profits and Carmelo Hayes as a group.
Hey, bro, imagine, bro. I'm trying to tell. Look,
That shit would have been. That shit would have been epic, bro.
No. You know what? It really would have been epic when Ron Killings, aka R-Truth, back in the days when freaking Crime Time was still around. That would have been heavy. That would have been heavy, but they would never do it. Why? Because they want to sell DX. Come on, bro.
Yep.
Like, come on, dog. They will never let it happen. Like even R-Truth said it. They want a good R-Truth. They don't want the bad one.
Mm-hmm.
So they know what it is. And R-Truth is already a proven concept. Because why? Look what he did in NXT. Well, look what he did. Not NXT. TNA. He's already a proved concept. He became the big star because he made himself that. But they don't like that because once you make yourself that, it's game over. They can't control you. They can't control you. You already control your own intellectual property.
You get the LA Knight treatment.
Think about it. Look at Natty. The Natty Blackheart, bro. That shit is cooking. I like that version.
There's nothing to do it.
That's the point. That's the point. That's what I'm saying. It's trash, man. It is trash.
They're like, hell no, because they don't own that character.
But that's what I'm saying. It's so sad.
She ain't gonna give it to him.
And that's what I'm saying. It's sad. It's so fucking sad. And the thing is, you would think at this point in time, with all the things that Triple H is doing, you would have a little bit more respect where you would sit here and say they should still own their character, but at the same time, you just work with it as far as how it's being developed. But you can't even do that. So your pride and ego is still up there, but you're still doing trash ass work.
The problem is making them care. That's one of the fundamental things that. And the thing is, the blueprint, and I sound like a fanboy, but it's easy to point it out. It's 2018. It's Becky Lynch. The fans turned her face when the company wanted her a heel. They made her go out there, make those heel promos. The fans cheered the damn arenas off. Everyone who was at SummerSlam 2018 will tell you her reaction to Assault and Charlotte Flair blew the roof off the arena.
Of course, because I think at this point, everyone hates Charlotte more than they actually love Becky Lynch.
But it was the story also. The story was what made it also important because we just watched Becky Lynch pin every woman on the SmackDown Women's roster and the champion herself and become the #1 contender. And then Charlotte came back after getting her tits fixed, slid her way into the championship. She slid herself into the championship. So, of course, everybody was like, oh, my God, what the hell? And so when Becky didn't win the title at SummerSlam, everyone was booing. Then she's like, let me hug my friend. They're booing again. Becky attacks her. Everyone's cheering. So we go to SmackDown, where Becky is getting basically a hero's cheer, and she cuts a promo going on the fans. Nobody believes in her. You know they gave her that bullshit script. So the fans are confused, but they're cheering her. So now they got Becky running for matches. They got her doing dirty shit. The fans are cheering even harder. WWE confused as hell.
Of course, because they don't know what to do with it. They can't keep writing it knowing that they're writing it the other way. But that's my thing. That's how you explain. Like fans, even the fans know. Like at this point, the fans ain't blind enough to even let WWE write the script because you're selling BS at this point.
They got a promo package for Evolution when that came out that year. And I specifically remember watching the event live and watching how everybody cheered Becky. But in the promo, they were booing her. And I said, not y'all changing the reaction because they were trying their hardest to still make her a heel. It just never stuck. So they had no choice but to pivot and just give up, let them cheer her.
Right.
Because the fans cared. And I'm only using that as an example because it's an easy one, as WWE tried to sabotage it, but the fans never allowed it. And it made it worse that she's not a Raw superstar this year, but if you go to Monday Night Raw, they're chanting Becky's name on that show. They let WWE know we not playing this game with you.
Right.
And WWE had no choice but to say, whatever, let it go. But you know what? We're going to fuck someone else up, Shinsuke Nakamura. We're going to go after some other people now, since y'all playing with us like this.
That's the thing. But my thing is, and that's my thing, though, is like WWE, it just lost its way. It's like, oh, we're gonna save these great, memorable moments in the early 2000s, but we're gonna forget about that and just touch on entertainment and just let it be what it is. Like, what the freak? Like this, and that's what I'm saying, bro. Like at this point, Triple H, bro, you just destroying the foundation that's already been built. But he wants to cry, talking about, well, you know, I'm sick and tired of y'all fans being critics. Like, y'all gotta be fans, man. Just be fans. Just be happy about the product. Well, fuck you. The product sucks.
I'd say you got to give some good product. Shit, what
And
do?
And that's what I'm saying. We don't care. That's why Bully Ray been going hard on Tiffany Stratton, because we don't give a fuck about her.
Oh no, and that's my whole point. And that's why I'm gonna laugh, because at Crown Jewels, I believe that it's gonna be freaking Stephanie Valkyrie that's gonna win, which is why I find it funny, because because I talked about this a little bit before. I think if you guys remember the little premiere video I did, because I talked about it a little bit as far as like they're talking about like Steph Rollins is gonna win against freaking Cody, but the way how they have it set up, I mean, even for the females, I don't see Tiffany winning against Stephanie Valkyrie, because she's just not important. She doesn't have the element. She's not the star she's not the high graded star. And don't get me wrong, she hasn't really built up let me say this. Her star power is so big, they had no choice but to jump her so high.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like, damn, it's like you didn't even let her work it all the way. Like you could have used her to help build everybody else. She's a big enough face that you could have used her to build everybody else. You could have gave her the IC title. Like, I literally broke that down. Like and again, I understand they didn't know that, they didn't know that she was gonna be, Naomi was gonna be pregnant and all that. Shout out to Big Jim for that one. But damn,
having Naomi and Becky as both heels on Raw made me very excited for the women's division. But Naomi's gone, and then they put Becky with the CM Punk feud, and I said, "What the fuck are we on Triple H?"
Fucked it up.
It's just that's what I'm saying. Like Becky wasted. I don't know. Like Becky was set at that point. It helps the vibes, because of course he's selling the vision, right? He's selling quote unquote the vision.
Yeah.
And everything. I get that part, but at that point, and I get it. CM Punk and all this. He's the code of personality. Blah blah blah. Whatever. I get that too, but at a point, it has to be to a point like, if this is going to constantly be like the telltale signs of these stories, it's sort of just draining as hell, because it's like, y'all only doing this because of past drama, and you're just pushing the past drama out there because of yesteryear's BS. But we all know what was the reason behind yesteryear's BS. It was because of fucking Vince. You can't blame him for motherfucking being mad about all that bullshit, because it was literally Vince making him sick and tired of the whole shit of doing this in the first place.
That's true.
So the fact that you're sitting here crying because, he just left and he didn't say nothing, he didn't pick up no one's calls. He's pissed the fuck off. Of course he ain't gonna pick up no one's calls, nigga. Stop your bitch ass crying. So we doing this for nothing. I'm like, ugh. And then you got Roman in this too a little bit.
Before you say that, it was also Triple H part of that. I've seen Punk's interview. Triple H was absolutely part of those decisions with Vince.
Yeah, but but that's the thing and that's what I'm saying. It's so weird. And even now, like, just look at it now. It's like, you win the title, and then you get screwed over like you're fucking Brock Lesnar cashing in on fucking Kofi Kingston. Like, bitch. Like, come on, bro. Like, this shit's just ass. But I mean, don't get me wrong. At least that one was a little bit more clever, because he faked it like, I'm coming for you when I get out this cast. Oh wait, what cast, bitch?
Yeah, I did like that.
Because I believe. Okay, because I say it like this. I said this, and I said this shit when I called that he won that Money in the Bank. I'm like, yep, there ain't no way up but top. They're gonna sell this shit. Yep. They're gonna do it again. I was like, yep. Hey, I know it. But the fact that the way he did it, I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? He actually topped the way he did with Brock versus Roman in that and made it the triple threat. He topped that one, because this one, he had everyone shook.
Yeah,
and making believe that he was still injured when in reality he wasn't. I was like,
got to keep kayfabe alive. I respect it.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Now you got to keep it at work. You got to keep it in, because if you don't, it sort of makes it wishy-washy.
Yep.
Oh, And I was telling that, I'm sorry, but I got to do it again. All the bullshit that y'all be hearing Becky Lynch, the shit they be saying, she literally uses that as her character. She brings that shit up where you're watching all the other women, and I can name them, are literally sitting here throwing a bitch fit on Twitter or X about it, where Becky just puts it as her character. And she said, I'm just going to make y'all even more annoyed now.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the thing, though. That's keeping it locked in. It's like, hello, they believe that we're heels. Hello, sell it. Why sell it one moment, then get off TV, and then it's like, oh yeah, what? Huh? Stay in character. People believe you're heels. Stay there.
They got to stay in character.
That's why freaking Austin Theory motherfucking fucked up that shit because he don't want to stay in character. It's like, nigga, okay, good. Keep you in heel. That's why I'm like, well, I don't know why they didn't broke that fucking team by now. They should have broke that on TV.
Yeah.
I
don't know what the hell. I guess they're trying to make people forget that shit ever happened.
They ain't gonna never forget no one happened. No, hell no. I'm gonna run that for the rest of my life.
That's what they're trying to do. That's why he been on TV so damn long. They're trying to make us forget. Man, we ain't gonna forget that bullshit ass storyline.
They ain't gonna make us forget nothing.
They're not like a lot
even
of
his ex-tag team partner said that he wanted to be a face so good because he loved being the kid. He pretty much is the next John Cena. With the way he's always being these kids signing autographs and shit. Man,
a lot of these women, a lot of these characters aren't using social media to their advantage, and that's actually annoying me also.
Oh yeah, you got to use
because at this point they have no choice to. They're in a world where they have to use it.
That's how Naomi and Jay's situation was getting over. That's
how.
Oh
yeah. Sure. All that shit was going on.
Is Drew. That's how Drew getting over.
That's 2019 Kofi Mania. When Kofi was super hot, they started neglecting the women. And that's when Ronda and Becky started going to social media to get their feud over.
But that's how you're supposed to do it. Like even when I remember freaking Bobby was talking about some story like he wanted to create it just to sell some heat for his match because he know that shit was dry. He wanted to sell I think it was with who was it? Someone that used to be on the roster, but he they let him go because contract whatever. But I forgot the name. But he wanted to create some backdoor heat and started a fight out of thin air. So he knows that shit between them was dry, but he wanted to make it up. But that's my thing is like WWE, you don't see the writing on the wall when people already sold it to you. The shit is ass. Everyone knows this. Like, bro, everyone knows that John Cena's story sucked. That's why I'm like. That's why people said they reneged it and gave it to freaking Cody Rhodes. But that's why my whole point. Even with Cody, as good as he is, he ain't up there. Like literally, like you just got given the title because the storyline sucked. You wasn't even supposed to win it, supposedly. Right. So it's like, bro, it's hard for me to even sit here and say, you gotta give these guys their kudos, give them their flowers, clap up for them, because honestly, the way it's being done is just so booty and ass. That's what you being carried to.
So now I gotta ask, would this go back to Jeff's point about JC when you're looking at the rest of this roster and not a lot of them are good heels in comparison?
No, I'm not saying that at all. But that's my whole thing. Is like, we're talking about just NXT for the main part, right?
Yeah, just NXT. Part.
If I had to look at it right now, if I say, okay, let me look at Jessie as the main top female of the roster because she is the main top champion, and then incomparable to just the female heels. I'm not even gonna even say to everyone else because that don't matter. But incomparable to female heels, honestly, I think Blake Monroe is better than her. But that's because
I agree. No. 200%. I agree.
Yeah. My thing was with Felon. Okay, like honestly, let me speak honest on this one. With Felon, they're pretty much equal on equal standards. Because you haven't really heard nothing from them on mic that really make them any more better than each other ultimately. I mean, I say Jessie will be ahead because, of course, she's the champion at this point. So I'll just let that be. But ultimately, I see them as neck and neck. Which is why it was sort of weird when they did their team because you didn't really know who the fuck the leader was.
Right. That shit was
But
crazy.
I would say this. So I'll say this. But in experience, as far as being there in a group, all that, I would say at this point it's Jessie Jane. I'm gonna just let it be that case because she is experienced. She has been a part of that group. She knows what it means to be in a successful group. So I'm gonna give it to her as the leader, especially with or without the title. Like I would say she is that. Izzy Dane had a partner up with what's the face to even be a better heel. So I would say she's under. Jada Parker, star. She's already there. Title, no title. Star. Okay, no, she's face. Linden, she's a workaround. She's more of the people that you help. Lash, I love Lash, but honestly, I don't know. Actually, Lash would be a face at this point. But even when she was a heel, I love Lash, but they weren't giving her the drive though. Nikita's a fail because of injuries.
Man.
I can't even help.
Nikita old with she down in Evolve and shit.
Well, she's always over with. That's why it keeps on failing. Freaking Tatum Paxley. I like Tatum, but she
don't know what the hell she a heel or face.
Yeah, she's in that weird vibe of you in a dark orb, but you're in a dark orb that can't be sold properly. You and the thing is, they literally have the example because hello, you got fucking what's the name? You got freaking Rhea Ripley, but they can't sell her to be that. So, which is why I say you can never copy the material. Because you can be dark, but you can't copy the material that stands higher than you.
Right.
And then what else? Then you got Wendy Chu. They fell Wendy at this point. I'm sorry.
Oh,
that sleeping persona, that little sleeping clothing wear, that shit's too. I can't deal. And then Sinclair. Yeah, she's just all around the place.
Goofy as hell.
Yeah, goofy as fuck. Yeah, exactly. I mean, honestly, I ain't gonna lie. She's better as a face, honestly, in my position. Yeah. But yeah, and that's my thing. So it's like, other than what one, let's see, one. Okay, wait, let me go back. So one, and two people. Yeah, only two people that's really over right now in NXT as a heel without a title. So yeah, I give you that much. Yeah, I give you that much. Yeah. So technically, yeah, you got a point. I would say, yeah. You hear it from me now, ladies and gentlemen. Jesse's ahead of the bar in the current day meta of what is NXT right now.
And that's technically where I was going with it. And you said it. Those were the words. The current day meta.
Yeah.
When we're comparing the different eras, Jeff, I gotta hit you on this one. There's no way you're comparing JC to Mandy Rose.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
but it was a different time.
Yeah.
The times have changed.
And don't get me wrong, like even Mandy Rose wasn't like that pop, right? Yeah. But you know, she built up that aura where she's like, you know what?
She built up the aura that made you want to cheer her.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we all know like what Mandy Rose was beforehand, but then as far as like getting to that heel, like, okay, pretty girl with that fucking mean attitude, like it sells. It sells. It just does. So I mean, you can get behind that. But even right now, like I can tell you right now, if you were to switch certain people and be heel, bro, these people would launch over right now. Like Grace right now, honestly, I'm sorry. There's no reason for her to be face. She needs to be a heel. This shit's dead over with.
So who that?
You know, Jordan Grace.
Grace should be heel, or Zaria's. I don't know what the fuck they doing.
Both of them. Both. Because they honestly, the way Zarya is and the way Zarya is built, she needs no choice but to be healed. I thought they were going to pull the trigger on her with Soruk a long time ago. They still haven't did it yet.
Still,
I'm waiting for this.
Yep. So she do need to be a heel. I believe she can be top. Blake is definitely she just got it all. She got the full package. Jada Parker got the full package. Yeah, all they need is shit. Jordan Grace and Zarya to go heel. Shit, that's a heels right there.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to switch these are literally these two people are literally over. That's what I'm saying. Like when Zorya came into the game, Zorya was already over.
And she definitely she definitely about to go over now. She done showed her face without the makeup. She about to show enough go over, but
yeah. So yeah, for sure. But that's just my main thing is like I mean, look, but look, like pretty much like what Lion said, like taking away from just what I'm looking at as far as the overall, but like current day, yeah, she's definitely up there because there's only really 2 current females in that roster that you really would look and say that are top stars, with or without a title.
Right.
But as far as as far as the overall, yeah, I wouldn't really put her up there, but nonetheless, she is over most of the people on the roster as far as women that are heel. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, because in a case they were sort of try to, juggle around Keanu Jordan being heel a little bit. You remember that time when they shoot on that? And they couldn't sell that over. They couldn't sell that over the way how they were sort of fiving that out. So it's like, yeah. So
they had to turn a back face.
Yeah, so I'll just leave that be what it is. I mean, right now, because they probably could sell her being a heel because technically, you know how they sold her on that last Tuesday show when they said that technically she's a sellout, and notice the whole team that she picked are a group of rejects.
Yep.
So
that was very interesting. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. That's gonna be wild.
Yeah. So yeah, that's for sure. It's just very much so a very thing. But shit, that's my thing. And I mean, look, because I can even go a little further. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. That's why I'm sort of waiting for some of these people on Evolve to even raise up, because some of these people on Evolve, they're doing some great heel work. Some of these females doing some great heel work.
Okay, I haven't been in tune with Evolve.
Yeah, like Armstrong, like Kalia Armstrong, that's the
champion, ain't it?
Yeah, she's the champion. Like she's doing great heel work.
I done seen some clips of her.
Yeah, like she's doing some real, like that's what I'm saying. Like putting in the work, the package, all that.
Right, she a beast. She a beast though. So
but that's what I'm saying. Like, but I think she has it all put together. Like the talking, the action, all that is like she got that all put together. That's what I'm like.
Right.
I could see her like easily, like eventually come to the main roster soon enough. Because like, well, as far as NXT roster soon enough, because she just moves like that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so hard for me to see Jess and Jane. But in the clarity of just what we're talking about now, yeah. I'm gonna have to give it to her.
Oh yeah. It's a whole different class right now. So I wouldn't put her like I ain't never said she was better than all the other heels and nothing like that. But I just said she getting better. That you never heard me.
I'm not discrediting that either. I'm not saying she can't move. I'm just saying, like, as far as just the overall picture of it, it's like
she definitely at the bottom of the ladder. But
yeah. But I mean, shit. But even then though, because like I still put it on WWE though. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe if WWE sold a little bit more better, maybe I would have liked Jesse a little bit more. But
yeah, it's the writing got a lot to do with a whole bunch of the shit. So I always try to take the writing out of it and just focus on what they're giving us.
No, yeah, I mean, I like what the writing is so far. Like, don't get me wrong, right? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I never like ultimately talk about like what she did so far as mic work. Like, it's okay what she's doing. I just wish at the stature of her being a champion, they actually umped it up a little bit more than what they already selling. Because that's why I'm like, at that point of you being a champion with the mic, you have to just be a little bit more better than that. Which is why I liked what she did when she said last week, right, on that NXT show when she called Keanu Jordan a sellout. And I'm like, right. Yeah. Because at this point, like, I mean, granted, yeah, technically true, right? It's like Keanu Jordan, yeah, you were chose to be that, but hey, at least Trick didn't motherfucking lead TNA either. I mean, granted, no one likes Trick in TNA, but
I often say, yeah, they don't like his ass because they did ask him that question. I think Jason asked him that question, didn't it? Why you got Kalani representing and not Trick Williams?
Yeah, but it was just funny, but but it was still good though. I ain't gonna lie, I like that part. But that's what I'm saying. Like they just need to ump that mic a little bit more because it just sort of seems like if you're gonna be this, actually live it. Like get up there.
Oh yeah,
that's why I'm like they just gotta really like start pulling this trigger. Like, come on now, like because even then, like I'll even say this. Like, don't get me wrong, right? I'm putting emphasis on work, but even with some people that is doing work, is like you can do work, but even in some of these other people, they ain't really doing that much neither to get over. Like, I still believe Dark State, it's okay, but it's still not over for you.
Nah, they got
Because you don't
more
even got a
work to do.
certified leader. It's like you a
Nah.
group with freaking dogs.
That shit they said, Dion, what's the leader?
Man, how you the leader when you got the tag team titles in hand? Like, I'm sorry. I can't do it, dog.
Where it was, his time was overdue for him to put a title in his hand. So
I mean, yeah, it was overdue, but that's the problem. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's so.
I mean, they did it the wrong way. Like,
it's so
nah, Dion should have went after the fucking North American Championship.
And that's what I'm saying. But yeah, but that's the thing though. But that goes back to the idea that Ethan Page, he's just too good of a heel to take away from him right now.
I mean, yeah, they're both of them heels, so they just couldn't do it. So they had to give him a title because he would do for it. And
yeah, I get that.
Like Dion's supposed to actually went after Trick Williams title, but they pivot and just gave him a fucking group. So his feud started with Trick Williams when Trick bumped into his ass. And Dion looked down at his shoulder and looked at Trick Williams like, "I know you just bumped me like I ain't shit." But I knew from then they were finna boost up Dion Lennox. I just didn't know how they were gonna do it. I thought they were gonna do it as a solo. But the boy
he didn't have enough aura yet as a solo.
He didn't have enough aura. He had the ring skills. He was decent at talking, can get better. But Javon Evans took his spot.
Yeah, but I'm just glad they didn't do that relationship shit with him though. That shit was gonna be.
I'm glad they got out of that shit. Hell yeah.
That shit was gonna be a fall off.
I'm glad they took him out of that shit. Javon Evans definitely took Dion Lennox's spot. So, I mean, I can see why though.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. Like, it just getting heavy with this. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of it is just sort of stale. That's what I'm like, it's like y'all just do things and then they make them stale. That's what I'm like, bro. It's so boring. It's like they bring back Chase U after the fact that technically that shit was supposed to be destroyed. Like, you should have made a different academy. Just call it the Andre Chase Academy or some shit. Like, whatever. Like, I don't know. But it's just like, people just, I don't know. A lot of the things that they're doing right now is so pointless. And then they need to hurry up and actually bring the freaking men's WWE Speed title to Javon Evans in NXT, because honestly, they can't let freaking Chad Gable be injured and hold the damn title up. Like, if the title's supposed to be defended in NXT, then bring it in.
Yeah, they really need to turn that bitch to the cruiserweight, but I see
they need to turn it to the cruiserweight.
I see why they're not, because that shit gonna overshine the world titles. But yeah.
I mean, I want to say it overshines the world title unless they take freaking TNA. It wouldn't.
Yeah, the matches them cruiserweight put up.
But that's the whole point, though. That's why you can't. That's why you can't stop it. This is what I'm saying.
They don't want to overshine the fucking. I ain't gonna say overshine. I ain't gonna say overshine, but that motherfucker gonna do some shining, and they don't want it to shine that whole.
I mean, it's gonna shine, but the problem is they already know. They already know they calling for the cruiserweight division. But the problem is they don't want to see it as this. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that purple cruiserweight belt was so tacky. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. If you're talking about evolving a title, that shit didn't feel right when you put it in purple straps and all that.
They just need a regular fucking black and gold title.
Like, that shit didn't feel right to me. And then to top it all off, it's like, you ain't even putting the right people in the right matches. You put it like, 205 live, like cruiserweights only. Like, come on, who the fuck want to see that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you trying to boost the bravado and shit, but no one really sees that as a show, knowing that's only going to be a part-time show anyways. Like, people want to see that on the main shows. Like, come on now. Because you got a lot of people that can fit the title anyways. You got Wesley. You got a whole bunch of people.
Man, you got too many people that can fit that title.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like, what's the point of doing this weird shit? So that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people, it's just a waste of time, bro. It's like one hand is like, yeah, you got them here, but you ain't gonna really ever see these people even being nothing more. It's like, it's so pointless, which is why I sort of just didn't like the fact that they did that shit with Ricky Saints, because that shit was just ass. Because I ain't gonna lie, again, even as a face, you only face one person. You lose the title to freaking Ethan Page. Now you're facing one person or two people, whatever, how much people you wrestle afterwards, and then now you get a title shot. What world do we live in? When that's the case,
they just giving motherfucker titles at this point. But yeah,
that's why I'm saying the titles are hot potato. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, at this point too, right? You could pretty much say, well, Opa, as far as anyone that can even challenge for the world title, Opa pretty annihilated everybody. So yeah, it's easy for Ricky Saint just to walk right in and just ask for a title shot, and he says yes. It's easy, but that's the problem. Like, dog, it's so stale because what have you really did? It's like, dog, you haven't really did nothing, which makes the title run so significantly boring. It makes the idea boring, makes everything boring. That's why I didn't like the fact that Ricky Saints won. Because if you tell me today, if anyone watched Ricky Saints and believed that he was going to win, you crazy. Because that man wasn't even profit enough for you to even believe that it was going to be that
over. Case. And how you going to take over out the fucking team when he should be leading the team, especially with his you know, the character he betrayed. His Nigeria or whatever you call it, the character he betrayed, that would have been good because I got my tribe. He probably wouldn't call it a team. I got my tribe, and then you got Moose on the other end.
And that's what I'm saying. See what I'm saying? But that's the goofiness of it all, right? That's the goofiness of it all. You like even when it comes to like even selling it as far as just a story and the vibes of the story, you would have did it that way. But the thing is, you didn't do it that way. That's what I'm saying. It's goofy. But and that's what I'm saying, like, dog, like if you like, that's why I couldn't believe it. Like when Ricky won, I'm like, so you're trying to tell me a dude that just simply did a tornado DDT, this is what you call championship material, but you didn't want to sell Javon Evans, a guy that was actually moving, slinging his body around, dropping people left and right, even Opa for a good minute, and you didn't want to sell him as the champion? You got to be fucking kidding me, bro. You got to be kidding me, dog. There ain't no way, bro. There ain't no way. So I didn't like it at all. But again, this is what happens when you have the star power. They just rush you in quick and make you be that guy, which is just
already. Yeah, we about to get up out of the thing, man. I got to grab her something to eat.
No, I hear you. Shit, I got to go get something at the store real quick.
Yes, sir.
Before I got to hit this meeting. But shit, but it's been good though, man. I'm missing these shows, man. I'm missing we wilding out.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to see. I had a couple more topics. I'll break that down in a separate video. But I definitely got to get up though, cause I got my daughter with me today.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. So I got the damn. I hate doing the share screen shit. Hopefully I'll be back. My shit be paid out tomorrow.
Shoot, I didn't even get to talk about all this other stuff. I was supposed to talk about the NXT with the whole TNA thing, but I'm like, that's already past due. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna talk about that. I probably
wait. Well, I'm gonna be dropping some pre-recorders then, but it's gonna be a through on too. Damn, what else?
Shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah. I only got like what? I think I got this one last week before this freaking Windows thing goes bye-bye. So I'll probably do like one more week of this shit, and then I'm probably gonna be on the sidelines for a little bit until I get that new computer in, if I can get it.
Okay. Oh, that what's up, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna try to pay the subscription tomorrow, so I can be back right. Cause I can't play my shit, and that shit is irritating. That shit irritating. Had to do it with share screen. But we about to get up out of here, people, man. Appreciate everybody. Excuse me. Appreciate everybody coming through. Hold up, shit. What the hell I just do? Oh, never mind. I appreciate everybody coming through, people. We'll catch y'all in the next main event. I be the main event. This here my co-host Wiley in the building.
You did.
And we'll catch you all in the next main event. Peace.
Oh, damn, what she look like?
Her voices in his head. Embrace the voices. He slayed his demons and he conquered the darkness.